The Colorado State Library presents Play, Learn, and Grow, a video for anyone caring for babies, toddlers, and preschoolers.
From birth, children are learning and children are moving. Research has shown that a child's physical and mental development are more interconnected than you may think. Yet, so often, we expect children to sit still in order to learn. The truth is that children learn through play, and all that movement as they play is an important part of school readiness. From the moment we are born and grasp the finger of a caring adult, we are developing muscle control and coordination that will be essential for later learning. The skills needed to read and write are not only learned when we sit in a chair tracing letters or sit quietly listening to a story. They are practiced and mastered as children crawl and leap, toss and stack, stomp and clap. As children move and play, they are building a foundation for reading, writing, and learning success.
We talk about two kinds of movement that help develop bodies: gross motor, or big movements of larger body parts, and fine motor, or small movements like fingers holding crayons or turning pages. Children need plenty of opportunities to practice and play using all parts of their body.
Children are naturally active and on the move. As caregivers, we can nurture this instinct and promote growth in some key motor skills that are directly tied to a child's school readiness. We're going to focus on 3 of those skills: core strength, coordination, and fine motor control. Have you ever wondered how we can sit straight and balanced? Sitting requires core strength. Because humans develop from the center out, starting to build core strength is one of a child's first and most important physical development tasks. Core strength development begins as a baby. This is one of the reasons that tummy time is so important for infants. Especially now that doctors recommend babies sleep on their backs, during their waking hours, they need time on their tummies to build core strength in order to push up and eventually roll over and crawl. Older children continue to build core strength by pulling, pushing, climbing, and twisting as they play. With core strength comes coordination. For example, hand-eye coordination allows children to put food in their mouths or to put a crayon on the paper to draw. Another type of coordination that is really important is bilateral coordination. This means that the left side of the body knows what the right side is doing, and vice versa. Children need bilateral coordination to hold a piece of paper steady with one hand while using the other to write from left to right across the page. Activities like crawling that encourage children to move from right to left or left to right, as well as up and down, are great coordination play. The third important set of movement skills are fine motor skills, which develop more fully after age 3. Fine motor skills are what we use to create a pincer grasp with our fingers. This requires a lot of hand strength and muscle control in our fingers and wrists. Any play that gets kids to pinch, squeeze, or point really develops this fine motor control.
There are endless playful activities to get kids moving and learning, but my favorites include music and dance. Today we're going to play with one simple element that can inspire the movements and motions to master core strength, coordination, and fine motor control: the scarf. The way scarves float and sway are very appealing to children, and they inspire dance moves that are going to target those gross and fine motor skills. You can find a variety of children's music at your local library, and your librarian can recommend songs that even ask kids to follow directions and move in certain ways. But these same actions can accompany any dance music, and I prefer to dance along to my favorites. Just holding and swishing the scarf is activating the small muscles in our hands and wrists. You can add in some hand-eye coordination, like toss and catch. You can also get the big muscles involved and do some full body coordination, like right to left arm swings that cross the midline. And don't forget, big rainbow arms.
If you are caring for an infant, they are also developing these skills, and the scarf is an excellent toy for them as well. Tummy time is essential for building core strength as they work to lift themselves up to see the world. Shaking a scarf across the floor gives them motivation to lift up, watch the movement of the scarf, and reach towards it. Babies will also enjoy grasping and shaking a scarf along with music.
Thinking about building motor skills, one household item that is great is a small box. Actually, the more boxes, the better. These can be gift boxes or tissue boxes, and they're great because they're pretty square-shaped and lightweight. I've glued on pictures that each represent a song. I pick songs that practice our gross and fine motor skills. So when you have one song on each side, ask your kiddos to toss the cube and sing whichever song they roll. Your librarian can suggest songs, or you can choose your own. Small boxes are also perfect for mystery boxes. Place a small object in the box and let your child feel the object and ask them to guess what it is. Younger babies will just enjoy putting things in the box and pulling them out. Both of these activities activate the small muscles in your child's fingers and wrists. A third idea works if you're able to collect multiple boxes. They're great for stacking and building. Even though they're lightweight, when children balance the boxes, they're using muscle control to stack and build. When doing this or any activity, remember to ask questions like, what are you noticing? How can we build that higher? Which box is the biggest and which is the smallest? The more you ask questions and narrate what you see, the more children are able to learn from an activity.
Play, Learn, and Grow is an offering of Growing Readers Together. This video and other Growing Readers Together activities are made possible by the Colorado Department of Education, the Colorado State Library, the Buell Foundation, the Colorado Department of Human Services Office of Early Childhood, Colorado Shines Brighter, and your local public library.